Welcome back to Team Spirit versus Vega Squadron in the Captain's Draft 4.0 CIS Qualifiers. I'm Shenomad and I'm joined by Brax. What up, dude?
Hi, Shane.
Hello, dude.
I am excited to see what the draft will hold in store for us because Captain's Draft, guys, it's a great time. The games feel like they come down to these key heroes
It's
all the time.
honestly all draft. Like
Yep.
until teams we get to the better teams. I was talking to Nikki about this earlier. She was saying it usually happens at the start of every Captain's Draft tournament. That teams don't really know how to play it, especially like the CIS region and say South American region. They weren't really involved in the last Captain's Draft games. It was mostly European teams and American. So they have to like get into the groove, feel it out.
Yeah, we got to learn a bit, right?
Yeah, it's just
There's definitely a learning curve of which heroes to prioritize.
and which heroes to ban. The bans are a lot more important than you'd think as well. There's only 3, and you can't do it later, right? So if you mess up,
That's true. It's like you can get anti-maged on at like the fourth and fifth pick, and even if you know what's coming, there might not be anything good enough to,
yep.
to counter it or whatever.
Or say you're planning your whole draft around a certain hero, and they take it. That's pretty much it, right?
Yeah, very true. We have your Earth Shaker.
I like it.
Okay.
The Team Spirit, they know what's up, right? You want to stuns, cease, crowd control. Literally the most important thing, in my opinion.
Yeah, and he's got some roam potential as well. Very nice, solid hero for sure. And when you look at the rest of the support pool,
There's no
good
stuns.
God, what are we gonna play? Are we gonna play Shadow Demon Kunkka?
Oh boy, oh boy.
It does not look good.
Okay,
Right?
so but not a disaster. What you can do is you can change it up, right? You can try and prioritize stuns on your cores more, like for example, Alchemist.
That's the only one, right?
When I started saying that sentence, I was looking through the list and I panicked
You
a
know,
bit. You know,
it sounds good, right? Because when you think, cores that start fights, cores that have stuns, you think like CK Sven, which yeah,
it is
it
Shadow
does
Demon
make
Kunkka,
up
is
for
it?
that. I
Okay,
don't know. Yeah,
Kunkka
one of
anyway.
them. Well, what are they gonna pair with this Kunkka?
Okay, Kunkka was necessary. They needed some form of lockdown.
I agree. They desperately need some form of lockdown,
Did they
right?
Bat Rider? They go Shadow Demon, I'd say. Yeah, okay, they do.
Okay, there we go. So that's the combo. Nothing too surprising, right? It's
The
quite expected.
new Shadow Demon is really strong, by the way.
Nice. Can't wait to see it in action.
If you apply your Soul Catcher to someone and they die during the duration of it, oops, they it summons an illusion for the duration of their death.
Is it like a strong illusion, like 100% damage or something?
I don't know the percentages, but it's still cool. It gives auras and
Super
stuff,
cool.
right?
Yeah, and he can also like disrupt the illusion over and over, so
Yep.
he can keep making more of them. It's very cool.
To say like a Radiance carrier or like a high stat based hero, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's also like Soul Catcher's not, it hits everything in the AoE now, right? So you can always apply that to a bunch of targets.
We were speaking about, the lack of lockdown, the lack of stuns. So if you think about it, right, if you can escape the Kunkka combo, you're the most OP hero in the game. For
That is
example,
true.
Life Stealer, right? Life Stealer,
Oh, good point. Good point.
and or anyone really that buys a BKB. You just be, and then what do you do? You can just do whatever you want in a team fight.
Yeah, very true. Then we might see Vega go towards like Axe or something, right? Some more lockdown that does go through BKB. Is he the only? Okay, so there's Axe and there's Batrider for stuns that go through BKB in this game, right? I
Yeah.
guess Phoenix to an extent as well, but it's much less reliable.
Winter
But yeah,
Wyvern, yeah.
it is very true though. It's a super important aspect, right? When you see the support duo right now, and then you look at the rest of the pool, you think, all right, this is pretty much, these are their stuns unless they want to pick up this Axe.
Yep. And then even Axe, right?
Exactly. He's not the greatest hero. He does have his purpose, of course, but and every now and then he has his games, but I would say he's a very unstable hero, right? Sometimes he has great games and sometimes he's pretty below average, I would say. There it is, Axe.
They go for
Okay, so now
themselves.
they take that away from them. So now this even this Batrider for BKB lockdown, but you don't really want Batrider against the Lifestealer, right?
Especially not into Earthshaker as well. One of the better counters. You can Fisher from a long range to save people.
Yep, very true.
10 seconds remaining.
Okay, what else do we have? They could go for something like
5
a
seconds
nature's
remaining.
prophet or some sort of push for like,
Radiant
and that
team
way
pick.
at least they're not taking 5-on-5 engagements, right? Because if Vega try and take 5-on-5s with this, what the team fight that they have, it might be a bit rough. You know,
Yeah, this
they're more single target pick offy kind of orientated.
yeah, the whole Shadow Demon Kunkka is nice when they're like roaming together, but in team fights you can't exactly
10
walk up,
seconds remaining.
disrupt somebody into a torrent,
Take your
right?
time, then
Yeah,
bolt
exactly.
afterwards.
5 seconds
It's gonna be like
remaining.
an X torrent, and then Shadow Demon sits behind the counter initiate with the disruption, and it might not be a strong enough initiation, but when you pick Kunkka Shadow Demon, it is like it makes the enemy team not want to play anti mage, right? But
True.
you could also potentially pick the anti mage. There's a Necro in the game. I mean, he's not the best against Axe. Axe can buy Blade Mill, call him and kill him.
You know what I want to see? Arc Warden.
All right,
I think Arc
that
Warden's.
makes one of us.
No, come on. Give Arc Warden a bit of a break. It actually is one of the more
Radiant
enjoyable
team
heroes
pick.
to play because it does take quite a lot of skill to play it well, in my opinion. Like where you move your illusions, how you position yourself in team fights, how you use like your force staffs or whatever items you have.
Sure. The problem I have with that hero is that conceptually he is the
10
best when you're
seconds
defending your
remaining.
high ground. When you have the main
Yeah.
hero in the base and you're bubbling your tower, and then
5
you have the
seconds
illusion spell
remaining.
pushing somewhere. It's just so weird. It's like he doesn't really begin playing his game until a certain point.
It's true.
But I mean, it doesn't mean the hero's bad or anything.
Okay, hold on.
It's just weird.
What the hell do you build against Necro? It used to be, you pick an agility hero, you buy the Diffusal Blade.
Hey, by
What
Diffusal.
Life Stealer, they pick themselves. I like it. Vega Squadron. It's still a very hard Life Stealer game.
Yeah.
You
Axe.
have you're playing into a
Shaker stuns,
Necro.
too. Yeah.
Shaker has instant stuns. Axes.
I guess they have the disruption, right? So they can always counteract the
10
Lifestealer
seconds
getting
remaining.
jumped, and I'll of course Lifestealer can be he'll bring out the Nake's bomb, so it's
5
hard for him to go on in
seconds
the first
remaining.
place. But you're right. What do you do against this Necrophos? Just presses Ghost
Oh, you
Shroud,
can
and
Shadow
he's
Demon
invincible.
ulti, I guess.
I guess. But what happens when he buys like an item, like a Yule's or a Ghost Scepter, right? Some cheap item that lets him play around that as well.
Well, what is the nullifier? Is like a sacred relic and a helm of Iron
Yeah.
Will, I believe, or
Dire
something.
team pick.
Something ridiculous. Winter Wyvern. All right. So there's
Oh, another
now
big
Lifestealer looks pretty.
piercing stun.
Yeah. It's Lifestealer is one of those heroes where he needs to burst that single target, right? And he's literally only single target. Anti-mage. Okay. All right. That's even against the Shadow Demon. Not afraid at all.
Yeah, I like the Winter Wyvern a lot. Kunkka X, Torrent both someone. Winter Wyvern can save them. Good defensive capabilities. It'll allow maybe Necrophos to get his spells off. He doesn't have to
10
Ghost
seconds
Shroud
remaining.
when he gets X, so he can save it.
5 seconds remaining.
Anti
Oh,
Mage.
what do they play against this AM? I guess there's Bloodseeker
OD.
still left.
They need a mid hero, right? OD, Bloodseeker.
Yeah.
But Bloodseeker doesn't work anymore because you just get the talent on Anti-Mage and he can blink anyway. Did you know about that?
What do you mean?
Anti-Mage has an
makes
increased
illusion, right?
range blink talent. So all you have to do is
Oh.
get that and then you can blink through Rupture.
Is it all levels of Rupture, or only like level 2 and higher or something?
Isn't it consistent, the Rupture max range? So it doesn't make a difference.
I think it's based on how much damage. Like it can't deal more than 400 damage in one instance, or something like that. I don't know what the number is exactly, but
I don't know, I saw it the other day.
I don't know. Well, that's pretty cool then.
What the hell
Is
do you
that
pick?
I don't know.
I think you
honestly.
just go
It's like,
Ursa and just hope for, battle them. Battle them early, get Roshan, play from there.
maybe you can't like counterpick the AM, right? You just have
Yeah,
to play to your strategy.
That's what I'm saying. Just ignore that pick. Pretend it
and
never
just play to
happened.
battle, right? Because if you go back for like Bloodseeker or something, okay, out comes OD. OD's pretty decent.
It's not bad. Decent-ish. It's not a countered anti-mage, but it definitely isn't countered by anti-mage. It's kind of
Right.
neutral, I guess.
Like obviously AM burns mana and OD has a gigantic mana pool, but unless the OD is like chain stunned, he sits at full mana.
Yep.
Anyways, right? He's gonna proc the Essence Sword, but I don't know. I think this game looks really hard for Vega. Like there's so many threats for them to deal with, right? You have this Winter Wyvern counter initiation for when Lifestealer wants to Nake's Bomb and go on these targets. I don't know. I like Team Spirit's draft again.
I would agree, nearly 100%. While the OD pick is good, you know, that's another save for the Necro ulti, for the Axe initiation. It just seems like the way Vega have to initiate is like Batrider goes in, he grabs someone and starts bringing them back, and then they all have to kind of clump up almost to do damage. And then Axe is having a field day, Winter Wyvern's having a field day, Earthshaker is happy. You know, it just looks...
It's tough, right?
It looks difficult, yeah.
You know, Anti-Mage is one of these heroes that can farm out of control as well, and when he gets some items, he becomes tanky, right? And then you have to commit so much more to try to finish this guy off, and it just buys even more time for his teammates to come in and save him, but... Let's see. They do have an aggro potential here with the Shadow Demon, Kunkka, and Lifestealer, right? So.
Like, generally, OD is pretty much a melee hero. His range is really small. On his
Until
attack.
he gets like a pike, right?
Ah, but then Axe has an answer for this.
Mm.
Well, it's at level
What's his
25
answer?
actually. 100 plus Berserkers call AoE. It's insane.
Oh, wow.
Actually insane. These new talents are crazy. Some of them.
Oh, wow. The Axe talents are pretty cool.
Yeah, they are. Check out this rotation from Vega. Going to the north of the rune spot. Just looking for oh, what is their... They can't get anti-mage, I don't think. But Winter Wyvern here might be in a spot of bother at FNG. Combo the spell. Oh no, they don't. They don't do anything.
All right.
Well, okay.
Missed opportunity there.
In fairness to them, the Kunkka Shadow Demon combo has not been played in a while. So usually, at least me with these combos, I need 1 or 2 tries to warm up to it.
Right, he needs to warm up, right? All right, well he's warm now, so that's a good sign.
I said 1 or 2. Might take another one. You know.
Okay.
Don't put too much pressure on them.
Well, you know, showing like that, it gives Anti-Mage all the information he needs. He's just running down bottom, and he saves his TP scroll, so you can't really follow him. And again, this is the aggro with the core hero, right? The Lifestealer. They're gonna leave this Lifestealer at some point, and then he's gonna need help, or he's gonna have to move as well. Instead of having like some strong offlaner that's good at leading, right? Batrider, he's good at leading, but in a different way, where he wants to play alone and then have people gank for him. He's not like yeah, Phobos has been spotted, but he looks fine. He's just walking at him.
I understand what you're saying though. Like Anti-Mage just plays differently to Lifestealer in lane, right?
Yeah, like Anti-Mage isn't ever gonna die, right?
Yep. Oh.
There's actually nobody in the bottom lane.
Torrent hits Phobos. Fisher, he just TPs. He might. That was close.
Right.
That was very, very
It was
close.
super close. He's gone.
So
But again,
Anti-Mage
it's
and
just-
Winter Wyvern are both free farming
They should
while there's
overlay.
oh overlay, nice. Grand. I should just do it without an overlay. I got a well played from FNG.
Dude, FNG's level. He's almost level 3. He's more than 2.5 right now. To Lifestealer's 0 experience. Oh my god. Dude, he's getting his ass kicked.
Get out of my lane.
FNG's the core now.
Yeah. So while there was 5 people in the mid lane from Vega, both Anti-Mage and Winter Wyvern got like what 2.5, 3 waves. Okay, so this combo isn't really effective on Anti-Mage until a little bit later, when you can lock him down after you disrupt him, burn all his mana, and then play from there, and then it's really effective.
You know, a lot of the times Anti-Mages, they save their skill points when they're laning against Shadow Demon, or when he's in the game, so that he doesn't get disrupted
Can
and mana burnt.
we take a second here and you can tell me why is there a Shadow Demon 1v1 and an Anti-Mage?
Exactly.
In the
they've
bottom
got a
lane.
Crow into a Wyvern in the top lane, right?
What's
What's
happening?
going on?
Axe is just jungling, I guess. Yeah, they're like okay.
Well, I think it's really smart from Team Spirit to just have the Axe jungle and Winter Wyvern got so much
I
experience.
like the
Look
win.
at this.
Rotate stop. Did I
Oh,
want to kill?
he walks up actually. Okay.
Oh,
That's
he's
close.
pretty tanky. He's salved. He doesn't have a TP. It's in his backpack. He wouldn't have the mana to cast that anyway. A nice rotation.
Blink in 1 second.
No mana.
Oh, can't get him.
No mana because of the disruption. Nicely played. Interesting that I like to win rotated.
Yeah,
There is literally. Oh,
There's nobody in his lane.
I missed him. I missed the kill mid. But yeah, I was just confused. I've never known an anti-mage player to leave an open lane. That's a rare one.
It is a rare one. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah, okay. Now he's like contested in the top and he can't really do much. I bet he
Now
really
he's-
regrets being here.
Yeah, I think he made a big mistake by leaving that bottom lane.
Oh, nice block from Beaver with the archer. Slayer's just gonna TP out. Okay. Now Phobos is like, I don't know why you left here, dude. It's
Yeah,
great down here.
I guess I'm going down bottom. There's still nobody bottom. The back.
This is 3.5 minutes of free bottom lane. Alright, Bat Riders decided
This
to
is crazy.
venture bottom. They get the heal off and I like to win top. I really need to find out this guy's name. I'll message FNG later or something and ask because I feel bad calling him. I like to win.
Well, that's literally his name. That's what it says.
Oh, really?
Yeah, ILTW.
Is that a phrase the cool kids use these days?
No, it's his name. It's I like to win.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Good.
Slayer gets one bounty rune. I don't know what I think about the new bounty rune changes. There's so many of them and they're so close together. Like, I used to be a Trek. Torrent,
That's true. It's a journey.
hits on Beaver. He might just go down here. Nice clean kill. Zayak
Yeah,
gets him.
very nicely done. I don't know. I think A-Team has just ruined his early game by TPing up.
Yep. He sacrificed himself. In a
With a
very,
team player, but usually, you know, he's the one that soaks up the space, right?
I'm not sure really what that was about. They're looking
Well-
for a kill here, but the ward spots the rotations pretty well. Can they counterplay this? Not really. They don't have that much damage without Shadow Demon on top of Kunkka, I don't think. Just kind of sitting here, having a look at them.
Yeah, but they're protecting each other, right?
Yeah.
That's what this is. Making sure OD doesn't get Fissure blocked off from the mid lane. He's doing very well, by the way, on OD. How does he... Okay, it's because the orb. He's got so much damage on Necrophos.
Yeah, and Necro's getting minus damage. She's
Yep.
getting positive. It's a load of mats.
That's right, it's a big swing. A lot of mass indeed.
He's going for the block. Managed to get it off.
You know, it's kind of like the block is real casual, right? Nothing happens after that. It's like, well, you're not allowed to leave. Not that he wants to.
Oh,
Look at this.
okay.
Just strolling on up.
Nice block, bro. Bottom lane, Phobos gets the call off onto Afterlife. That's a lot of damage follow up. He mangoes and he's bottling up, but bottle. It was enough! Just by the skin of his teeth. 3 stacks onto Phobos. He's still in the fire.
Oh,
He's
boy,
gonna
he's
melt. He tries. The Axe Illusions are just gonna. Oh my god, he's gonna live too. Are you serious? Okay, Beaver's in.
Oh boy, and Firefly's
And
down.
Phobos
now,
is
too.
back. And that's enough. I like the wind just moves forward. He doesn't take the kill.
he
What the
doesn't
hell?
He's
Alright,
going for more.
this anti-mage
He's a team
play.
player, man.
He's such a team player. Look, this is team anti-mage right here. Orb of Venom. He moves around. He harasses people. Doesn't take the last hit.
He's
What
looking
is this
for
world?
ganks too.
What is
This is
this?
some crazy stuff,
I like it.
dude. I don't know if I like it. It's weird.
I like his, you know, style. I don't know. I don't know if it's
It's just-
a good style or a bad style. It's just,
You know, he
it's
just wants to
interesting.
get involved, right?
Yeah. Playing anti-mage is pretty boring. You just click creeps all day.
Yeah, very true.
FNG finds Slayer. Kunkka. Gets torrented. Oh, he might be in a bit of trouble. Another Beaver's Earthshaker is pretty amazing, to be honest. He's hit some great fishers. Not just in this game, in the last game too.
Yeah, he's a player that's been playing very well. I feel for a long time now. He's gotten, you know, he came straight over from the Heroes of New Earth, and he was playing on Navi with Tricat on that team, and he looks very good on that team as well.
They didn't really reach success, but he definitely impressed me. Oh,
Yeah,
is this
I
the
thought he
base
was
from Kobo?
quite solid. This is a hard kill to
He
get.
gets
I mean,
him.
what
No.
happens now? He's
He
giving
doesn't
a
have his
walk
ulti
away.
though, so they can kind of just walk at him for a while. Yeah, that'll show him. I don't know what their plan was.
All right, he's been showed.
Can they even turn this around? To get the X, not much mana left on the Necro. Enough for one heal though. Okay,
All right, now all of a sudden the Lifestealer's in an awkward spot, but he should be okay.
this game's all about the TP aways, isn't it? there's not that much lockdown at all on either squad. We've seen now three TPs away.
Yeah, very true. I mean, the lockdowns there, it's just awkward lockdown
Yeah.
right there.
It's a nice call off while 3 keep are still hitting him.
Alright.
That was the value neutral camp right there.
We call that one the special delivery.
Alright, bottom lane. I'd like to win, farming away. It still feels so weird to me how he's played this game.
Yeah, total free farm lane, TP's away to try to make something happen. Then he ends up like getting dumpstered in the lane because he blows all his regen and all his mana.
Pretty
Indeed
weird.
Very weird.
Iceberg might be in a bit of trouble here. The ulti is up in 1 second. I'm pretty sure you can just click on him fast. Oh, he's baiting it.
All right, Iceberg.
Oh,
is
he baited
baiting.
so hard. But what's the response? Not much.
Oh, Shadow Demon's gonna
FNG
press
using that ward to gain vision of Zac. Oh, they're gonna use everything on him. FNG doesn't really. They don't do much damage at all. Slayer.
Shane, there are no stuns, so we're gonna no block at them.
Okay.
It's the battle hunger, so that's the initiation right now.
Oh, the battle hunger's used. They've used their CC. Look at the way Iceberg is playing, right? There's no way he plays like this if they have any sort of control. He's on
very
like
true.
40% health with 0 mana, kind of taunting them almost. And they initiate with the disruption. Iceberg is behind. And that's it, really.
Yeah, that's it. He has dodged.
Oh, the battle hunger's used. They're pressing forward onto the Shadow Demon with the battle hunger. That's it. All right.
That's it.
That's it. Nice, nice. Oh, X is used. That's some CC right there. They get anti-mage, but can they drain his mana quick enough? They do. He sticks. And then he's away.
Oh, there's the
Astral
teleport canceler
Imprisonment.
right there.
That's a TP canceller. FNG won't be living today. There's the illusion we were talking about. Look at him.
Wow. Can it cast spells?
No, don't be ridiculous. I zoomed out so much. I accidentally did that, my bad. I got a new mouse recently. It zooms out sometimes. Probably shouldn't have bought this one.
What'd you buy?
A Secret Ducky, it's called. It's like a cheap enough
Nice.
mouse. Does the job.
Radiant's middle tower.
All right.
Under attack.
You know, something we haven't talked about this game is that OD is super farm, right?
He's a monster.
Yeah, he's got his 4 staff really up in the game, and as we talked about the stuns, I mean, they are there, but they're not like easy to follow up on, right? Like, what are they gonna do? Fissure into anti-mage blink right clicks? It's not a whole lot, right?
Yeah,
So-
they need Axe to get the Blink Dagger. Once Axe gets a Blink
Yeah.
Dagger on Phobos, so he can start to make stuff happen in this game. But at the moment, you're definitely seeing like Winter Wyvern kind of pecking at people with his Q ability, and then that's about it. And then there's a Fissure sometimes. It's really kind of all over the place.
We've seen them go for these kills where it's like, all right, Axe battle hunger some dude, and then they're charging at him, right?
Yeah, they all.
That's about it. So it's blink dagger to hopefully fix that part.
They need 2 Blink Daggers, right? If they get the 2 double Blink. Oh, speaking of Blink, mid lane. Afterlife initiates an Iceberg and pulls him out of the torrent. On the battle. Interesting. Oh, can they turn this around? No, never mind. The fire is enough to take down Iceberg. And FNG tries his best with the Winter's Curse, but there's not really that much right click damage. On
Yeah,
Vega.
very true.
Oh, the anti-synergy.
He still might
I
be
think
dead.
he's
He's just
definitely
gonna
dead.
click,
Oh, this
yeah.
is the dream.
Stack
Oh,
it up.
look at all that int. Up to 20. Yeah, so Afterlife initiated on Batrider. Dragged Necrophos out of the torrent. Oh, really weird.
Radiant's bottom tower
Well,
is under
Shane,
attack.
end result is Winter
Yeah,
Wyvern
job
is
done.
dead.
Are fortified.
They've killed him. Well, I guess that wasn't Winter Wyvern, that was Necro. Alright, so kind of good. You gotta be a bit worried here if you're Team Spirit right now. Like anti-mage, while he is farming and it's uncontested, it's not at the stage he wants to be.
Look at top lane. Look at how they're playing.
Yeah, exactly. Like they have no real response to this, right? Look at this life stealer. There's no disables that can actually, you know, can actually be landed on him, right? Axe can't casually walk up and blink on. Even if he could, he has the armlet. He's super tanky.
Oh god, they find FNG here on the Winter Wyvern. He manages to use the heal, but they have a lot of damage.
He's got Winter's Curse, so maybe he can use him like that or something.
The fire's still gonna kill him, I think. Oh, the rage.
Oh, he is raged.
Yeah. Rage stopping the Winter's Curse having any effect.
Yeah, but that's a tier 2 taking
And
from
that's that.
Vega, huh? You know, I guess Team Spirit did make their own play down bottom, right? Axe got his blink, the blink called Shadow Demon. We got a nice quick pick on him, but...
It's a Shadow Demon, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I guess you can also say the same thing for Winter Wyvern, but they get a tier 2 out of it, right? AM's been bottom lane, hitting this tower forever, it feels like. And it's still like at half health. And yeah, they're defending too. Afterlife's here against Blink Lasso. Good luck doing anything here.
Okay, I like this a lot. Send him Beaver top. Get some farm. Get that Blink Dagger, because they really need it right now. Like,
Yeah, let's be honest.
really
They need to be able to secure some form of initiation, right? Or else they can't do anything.
He's actually their most important hero right now.
Yeah?
Beaver on Earthshaker. I think you can't really... Initiating on Axe is only when people don't expect it, right? You can
It's
only...
definitely one of the, you know, Axe and Centaur are like the harder
Yeah, because of the
blink
slow
stunts to land, right? It takes a
animations.
long time. If they have vision of you walking in, it's not gonna work. It's not like a Sand King where you have like the farther initiation range.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Does that ward give vision?
Do
No,
they
it
see it?
doesn't. No.
Nope, I got lucky.
That is very lucky.
That would have been a very costly death for Anti-Mage if he happened to go down there.
I'd say Zach is a bit mad there that he didn't put the ward like half an inch forward.
Yeah, it was quite unfortunate, but you know
Dire's
what?
bottom tower
Can't
is
think
under
that way, right?
attack.
The game goes on.
Radiant are scared.
Mid lane, blink call.
Good advice. You get the call. What does it follow? Because when this curse hits on the backline, stopping the Shadow Demon. But he still manages to get a stop. Oh, good disruption, saving him. Iceberg is taking a lot of damage from this battle. FNG's in no man's land. Man, Vega.
Radiant's
Turning up
top
the
tower
heat
is
here.
under attack.
Yeah, right place, right time. I mean, they were coming in as that gank happened. Lasso came out before the Reaper Scythe was able to go up, but I'm not even convinced it would have killed him. It's only level 1 Scythe, and Nace was at like 50% life. He'd still get the rage off afterwards. I don't know. He's just so tanky. They're in a world of hurt until Shaker gets his Blink Dagger, but he's at 1600 gold. Not too bad.
Attack.
And the way Vega's playing right now, they're applying so much pressure. They're aggressive wards. One got dewarded here in the Dire jungle, but they still have one
Dire's bottom
by the
tower
neutral creeps
has
to the
fallen.
right. They're just playing so aggressive that Anti-Mage won't have time, right? He still doesn't have his battle fury. He's quite a bit away.
Right.
What's in the
Look at
creep?
how much. Look at the space he has on the map to form. Right?
It's like a tiny
these-
little box.
Yeah, these jungle camps. That's it. He doesn't want to show on a lane because the way Vega are playing right now, they're pushing up on all the lanes and just camping them so he can't show. Like Iceberg is in a super dangerous position right now.
Oh god.
Yeah.
How do they want to play this? They're... Oh. They...
All right, they're
Whoa.
giving him a run at him.
Yeah, interesting. They have a re-engage on the backline. The call hits onto the Lifestealer. They still have Beaver. He's going for the walk-in. It's a good setup with the Winter's Curse. Can he get the Echo Slam off? He does. Doesn't do a lot of damage though, and G is tearing people apart. They attempt the Mana Void. The imprisonment stops it instantly. Phobos is tanking a lot of damage from G. He is beating on them so hard. Dear God.
It's a massacre. They have no chance of fighting, right? Like, look, even when they get all these spells off on Lifesteal, he just doesn't die. You have like the boat to tank up. There's the disruption, and then the Astral, of course. It's like, you know, in Captain's Draft, we always suffer from like a lack of team fight or like one of these.
Kill this
right?
Anti-Mage just to get the disruption to X. He's dead.
Yeah, nicely done. Pull him back as well.
That is very cool indeed. Kunkka
You know,
and
it's-
Shadow Demon killing their only hope.
Yeah, you know, this is also like a.
Farmer.
It's something. It's what?
He did the farming boat, sorry. I got distracted.
Oh, okay, the farming boat. Yeah, yeah. No, this combo will scale throughout the entire game against Anti-Mage, right? Because it's illusions based on his items and everything. So it's like usually a support duo can't reliably kill Anti-Mage over and over like that, right? It's just not a possibility.
It's very rare. Like Shadow Demon's an interesting one. His his Q now with this change as well. When he gets a, like say it goes very late game, all of a sudden if he gets an anti-mage illusion as well, like after he kills him, that can push really fast. It's really powerful.
That's when you
actually.
start. That's when you start farming it up, right? You just throw it down lanes. You start disrupting the aim illusion.
God damn. Alright, what did they find here? They find out Batrider. Afterlife gets caught out. Phobos gets a nice pick. Just in kind of. They really needed that anti-mage.
Yeah.
2 minutes till maybe Battle Fury if he's lucky. You know, generally it'd be a lot faster, but he has nowhere to farm. He can't farm lanes, so he's in the jungle hitting these mud golems, you know, for 27 gold apiece.
Yeah, it's not ideal for sure, and that's just the result of the early game not going as planned, right? Like, what can they really do at this stage of the game? He's so close to battle free, but this is a 20-minute battle free at the best, right?
Yeah.
Is got half the net worth of OD at that point.
Radiant's top tower
Can they
is
catch him
under
out here?
attack.
Okay, it just turned daytime and they got vision of come there.
Dire's bottom tower
Yep,
is under
GG.
attack.
Pretty lucky. Shadow Demon is just constantly using this tree line on this observer ward mid lane to look for kills. What's Beaver up to here? He
Yep,
has his
Infest
thing.
swapped up,
Is under attack.
looking for big plays now.
Alright. Slayer messing with them here. Backlines we have the Infest Bomb going onto the Axe. He just dies instantly. X is used on the Iceberg. What kind of re-engage do they have? Echo Slam is up, but the Blink Dagger is down for 7 seconds.
And this should be Roshan. My oh my.
My oh my indeed. Battle Fury online though.
Alright, there we go. Now he's gonna start
Pre 20 minutes.
Oh, alright, I was wrong. He got it before 20. Looking good.
Looking good. It's tough, right? But they do. It's something. At least the problem is, as you said earlier, Shadow Demon can nearly solo kill you.
Radiant's top tower is under
Yep.
You know,
If they have like one stun on top of the disruption, there's a good chance he'll just die.
it's not a great position to be in. A bit of lag there. Get the Aegis onto G. And I guess like they can't really go high ground. The high ground siege isn't that good, you know. Lifestealer's going for a Deso now, so that'll help. But Oni doesn't hit buildings.
Yep, OD's probably one of the worst players in the game at hitting buildings, right? Okay, big kill on the Zayak there. That's good now. Shot or anti-mage might feel a bit safer on the map, but there's still a lot of threats, right? And Vega don't even care. They're pushing
Dire's
with
middle
the
tower is
Yeah.
under attack.
with the sages. They're just
Like,
running down lanes.
Shadow Demon doesn't necessarily help them with the push. Like if they had an agility based carry, they'd be way more annoyed that he died because they wouldn't be able to siege with it. They infest up, get inside Afterlife. He's looking for a pick here. They fortify.
These
Gee,
creeps are invincible, Jesus.
you can't attack these creeps, G.
He's dying.
He's losing a lot of health actually.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
You can.
Alright, well, Shane, at least there's the Winter's curse, right? That, you know, they're losing the game right now. Enemy teams getting quite farmed.
The
and
more
they
farm
can
they
kill each
get,
other.
the stronger Wyvern is. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
They're playing right into Spirit's hands.
Kind of like Shadow Demon, but Shadow Demon's winning the game, and he works both ways. But you know, OD doesn't. I guess OD doesn't care Winter's curse. Right?
No,
Can't dwarf his teammates.
he doesn't really care at all. And they have the rage as well.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know what?
Yeah,
Yeah. That. I don't know. It's tough.
yeah, it's real tough. FNG spots him out. He's moving forward on his Wyvern. Oh god.
Yeah. That's that.
And they got the X on the Iceberg. He has no way to dispel this. He has the Veil. Oh god, the Shadow Demon uses Demonic Purge to remove his Ghost Shroud. Yeah.
Yep. That's that.
Dire's middle
I
tower is under
I thought
I,
maybe they could have had vision of someone using the ward here, but
Radiant's bottom tower
Vega were
is
just
under
on the ledge, just sitting there waiting for poor FNG to walk up. And they had his way with him.
Radiant's bottom tower is
It's just so hard, right? None of them can leave the base, and it's like, yeah, anti-mage is farming, but even if Team Spirit RS4, they still can't do anything, right? Every hero on their team is just like trying to dodge everything, and it's not possible, right? You're gonna get caught somewhere. Eventually, you have to show and push these lanes, and when you do,
Oh, this is
Vega's
built.
just, oh boy.
This is actual. Oh my god.
All right, that's that. Big out spammer dead. Intelligence stacked up too.
And they can do it again if they want. Oh, they don't even want it. They're just going in. Poor Beaver. He's a goner.
Oh boy, the beeves.
Whew.
At
Vega.
this rate, we'll never see anti-mage come online.
He's got his Yasha. You know.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah. There's no hope. They lost the game a long time ago. Demonic Bridge. They managed to get the Winter's Curse. Okay, Phobos is in. He gets the disruption onto. Oh! Echo Slap hits on two. Very big. Beaver doing it again. Is it enough though? G's just turning around. He still has the Aegis. The amplification is on him. Phobos has the Blade Mail up, so he's going to do a lot of damage. Afterlife moving in. No last few available. G. Oh, still doing damage through that heal.
Alright, Necro buys back too. Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. What do you think is gonna happen?
Nothing. They're just gonna walk away. Jesus, Odie has Hex now too.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's a 24-minute blink. Pike Hex.
This is the most farmed OD I've seen in years.
Yeah. Oh, they catch out the bot back. Iceberg. Oh boy. They hex him up, and that's all she wrote.
That's
Beyond
it.
Godlike blinking, last two, catches out FNG. G is pounding on him. Alright.
Well, so, Team Spirit, how can they come back in this game, Shane?
You know, maybe Vega's computers, I don't know, turn off, and then for like 20 minutes, right? Yeah, they need quite a long time.
Yeah, they do.
Well,
The net worth difference is like all in this OD. He's 12k net worth.
oh, I didn't switch to net worth ever.
Oh.
That probably annoyed a lot of people. I'm sorry about that. I'm not much of a switcher. Whether it be overlays, net worth, anything.
We'll get there.
You know what it is? I just get too distracted by the Dota. I can't, like, I see Dota, I can't think about anything else.
You get so excited you're the little boy at the candy shop.
Yeah, I really am. It's an innocent reason. It's not because I don't want you guys to see the net worth or I hate you or something.
Well, you're not allowed to see the net worth.
No net worth for you guys. Work it out. Come on.
You gotta calculate it
Yeah, let's
yourself.
do some maths here, guys. Oh, they catch you out anti-mage. Hex applied.
Hexing, yeah.
Just tap it.
Yeah, I honestly can't see a way for them to come back into this game. The difference is just insurmountable at this point.
Well,
And
what
what
belief?
Like that for,
What belief do they have? What's their hope?
they're hoping for some fountain dive action. Maybe G accidentally drops his items in the pot and denies his own items or something.
Items are still in his inventory.
Yep, for now. They might come out soon. We don't know. If they do, then Team Spirit have a chance.
It looks pretty hard, right?
Yeah, and it is super hard, right? They can't fight. Nobody can do anything.
You
all.
at
The
this stage,
team fight is not good enough.
like, right, if this is a solo ranked game, I'm telling my teammates, play for their mistakes. Dota's a game where one mistake can actually make a big difference, like...
Shane, if this was a solo ranked game, there'd be 5 people in the fountain waiting for this shit to end.
No, but I seriously would tell them to wait and hope they make mistakes. But, Vega are a lot better than the people I play against.
Yeah, Vega, they're pretty good, right? Hope these teams are.
He has an extra Mystic Staff on top of the Hex now. 27 years. Oh! Kunk is doing a lot of damage to G here.
Beat down.
Oh!
Right? The Sharks just watching him.
And then in goes Aloha Dance. Oh, they torrent him up. He has no more spells. And he just evaporates. Okay, I'm waiting for this initiation from Phobos, but he gets X'd. It looks like that. Nice Fisher from Fever. He still has Echo. Can he engage? They're dragging him so far away. The blink range isn't allowing him. And GG, well played is called.
Alright, that's that. We're going on game 3.
Okay. Oh.
So, game's over. I just wanted to say that even though the AM did make some like, odd rotations that I really didn't understand, they still had like this mid lane problem, right? OD got first blood on the Necro post. Necro couldn't lane mid at all.
No.
Nobody could lane mid. Even with Shaker sitting there to block him, it was like he would block him, but OD had no intentions of running, right? He would get blocked and then walk up onto the Necro's hill and just hit him, right? And then there's nothing he can really do about that. It's just, that's what we're talking about, right? These picks that come out that look super good. OD was fantastic in this game. I wasn't sure how good it would be, but it was a very nice lane against the Necro, and they just couldn't help him at all.
Yep. Alright, we'll be back soon with Game 3 of Team Spirit versus Vega Squadron and the Captain's